Hello and welcome to one of my other tutorials, and in this tutorial we will be drawing with charcoal and a big brush. This is the woodless charcoal pencil, very ideal for this technique. A blender stick that we will use to soften some areas. Also a black color pencil, just from the color kit. The black one, and a Kohinoor, I have in this case Kohinoor pencil eraser, and the pencil eraser will be used once we've rubbed in all the charcoal, or you can even do this same study in pastel, no problem at all. So as long as it's a soft kind of medium. In this case I'm using the pressed charcoal and a very cheap kind of paper, which is really soft and has as little as grain as possible. And the setup I'm doing a bit speeded up, it's twice as fast. So if you want to draw along one-on-one, simply put the video on half speed and you can draw along. But you need the setup to be rather quick, a bit lightly, because once you have the setup done, we will be brushing out everything again. So please do not put too much detail in. Only what I do now is check out the darkest areas and simply fill this in with the charcoal, because I will be rubbing this in with the brush. Now you can see that I was going from a round circle, a ball, like a golf ball, and on that is the iris and the pupils, and here the eyelashes I draw out from bottom to top with a bend, and the eyelashes on the lower eyebrow I put together a little bit, and this is the area where the teardrop will be drawn. So I try to make it look like it's a waterfall that's coming down, and it's a bit overdone, of course, it's symbolical. But that's the area. You can choose to make the teardrop come from the side point of the eye or wherever you want. And what I also already draw in are those little lines in the iris itself. Here I'm already erasing a little bit of the lower eyelid, and I already color in the iris itself. But please keep it simple and rough. And why is that? I will demonstrate you right now. This is a clean brush. I only use it for my pencils. And what I do now is I rub in every bit of charcoal that is on the paper, and I really rub this in. But as you can see, the drawing is still there, and I will go back to real time now. And this is my pencil eraser, and with that pencil eraser I now actually start drawing. Where the charcoal hit the paper directly, it will not erase very easily, but the parts that are rubbed in with the brush, they erase very easily. So I can start drawing now in a realistic way. And you can see here on the highlight on the iris, how easily the charcoal is removed with the pencil eraser. On the lower eyelid there is a lot of light that is shining on that lower eyelid, so I simply erase this out. Also on the bottom of the eyeball itself there is some light. Now most people draw in the eyeballs all white, and well, that's not realistic, because there is a lot of shadow coming from the top eyelid that is on the eyeball. So partially half of the eyeball itself is dark, and only the bottom half is kind of white. Here you can see me working on the teardrop itself, and I want it to look like kind of a waterfall that is coming from the eye, a really, really thick teardrop. And well, maybe I make it kind of rounded in the bottom. We'll just put it in there a little bit and, well, worry about that later. So I continue with the eye, simply with the eraser pencil, and I use it also for the skin that is around the eye. There are always some wrinkles going on around the eye, and I don't want to keep it smooth. Also, that I want to be realistic. Okay, well, this is kind of nice, starting to look. Now, for in the iris itself there are a lot of little muscles, and also the shine of the light on the iris. And the iris is a ball itself that is on top of the eyeball. So I really want that iris to be on top of that eyeball. So that is something that can be done with the pencil eraser also. The eyeball itself is always tricky, because you have that shadow going on, but also it has to look rounded. This is where the most light is, and also where a little bit of the water in the eye is. I want the eyeball to have as little texture as possible. So I am using the blender stick to make it look really soft. After you've been in there with the blender stick, the drawing gets a little bit dark again. So just go back in with the pencil eraser. You can do this as many times as you want. Even if you go too light, you can easily darken it up a little bit again with the blender stick. And well, if you think it's too dark, you can erase again with your pencil eraser. So shift around as much as you want. It's just simply fun to do also. Okay, next stage is when I get my color pencil. It's the black one. and that one is ideal for the little details. I use it here in the teardrop itself for the dark shiny parts. And as the light is coming from left above, you can see here I make a dark line just underneath the teardrop itself and a little bit of shadow. This is the dark point in there and a little bit of detail around the teardrop itself. Here just underneath there's a little bit of light going straight through that teardrop that's on the skin itself, and I tip it off with the blender. Here and there I go in back again with the black color pencil. And I also use that dark color pencil for the edge of the iris. That really needs to be a ball up on top of the eyeball. And I end my eyelashes with that charcoal again. I really want them to be like the mascara ones with the makeup. So at the end I do this really dark stage where I go over the pupil again and the eyelashes with the mascara. Then the final stage. This is the stage where I put in the last hand in the little detail and the little shiny parts that I really want to stand out. The white of the eye. And what I also do with that pencil eraser is to lighten up a few hairs, draw in a little reflection in the shining part in the iris. So do not keep the eyelashes all dark, but also blend them in together a little bit with the pencil eraser and put in some white hairs between. And then do not touch it anymore. Be careful now with the brush, and this is my study of this eye with the teardrop. I hope you will try this. It's very much fun to do. And should you be interested in other techniques or eyes, please check out my other movies. And I hope to see you again also in one of my other movies. Good luck and see you next time. Bye bye.